Stop scrolling because a newly restored beachside gallery of Marilyn Monroe is lighting up timelines, and every frame feels like a love letter to effortless glamour. Picture a pastel sky, satin blue water, and Marilyn moving through it with that signature blend of playfulness and poise that never goes out of style. If you want the full sweep setting, styling, the candid beats, and the closer everyone keeps savings, stay with me to the end. You'll see exactly how a simple swim look, worn with intention, becomes eternal. We open wide on early lights soft. As chiffon, Marilyn strolls the tide line in a sleek, vintage-cut, one-piece clean neckline, gentle waist curve, and a balanced leg that lengthens without trying. The shade is classic Hollywood creamy ivory that glows against the sea, working with the horizon instead of shouting over it. No fuss, no excess. A silhouette so considered it disappears into pure proportion. Shoulders relaxed, chin neutral, posture easy. It isn't performance. It's presence distilled. The lens drifts closer as foam threads around her ankles. She turns toward the light, curls brushing her cheek, and yields that half smile that's part secret, part sunshine. The fabric has just enough weight to glide. When she pivots, keeping the line unbroken from neckline to hem, that's the quiet craft the greats live by. Fit over size, edit over noise, proportion over trend. Minimal suit, maximum silhouette. Suddenly a single frame feels inevitable. The kind you recognize before you know you've seen it. Up on a weathered pier beneath a striped parasol, the vibe flips to candid. Marilyn perches on a teak lounger. A gauzy wrap knotted at the hip, katai shades tipped just enough to meet the eyes. Someone, off camera, says something clever. She laughs, head tipped back, shoulders loose, and the still practically hums with sound. The clink of ice, the hush of waves, the little spark that made her the world's shorthand for charisma. Ease photographs better than effort, and this gallery breathes because she does. Back in motion. She steps into the shallows and turns toward the lens as droplets bead into glitter against the suit. No tugging, no second-guessing, the look cooperates. She smooths a curl, sets her stance, and gives a conspiratorial glance that seems to ask, "You're catching this light, right?" Click. By the time you exhale, that frame anchors moodboards across the feed. Neutral palette, major impact, minimal styling, headline silhouette, confidence as the ultimate tailoring. Comments roll in like tide sets. Proof that simplicity can be the loudest look. Posture is the accessory. This is glamour that doesn't need permission. People clock the restraint, tiny pearl studs instead of chandeliers. A single bracelet instead of a stack, curls that move with the breeze rather than defy it. They notice how the color compresses visual noise, so the eye travels in one clean line, and how curves are treated like features to style, not problems to fix. The takeaway lands the same way it did then. When you let the outline speak, the camera listens. There's a boardwalk pass framed by seagrass and whitewashed railings. Espadrilles whisper. A linen shirt floats open. A wicker tote grazes the edge of the frame. First walk sets cadence. The second eases half a beat so the fabric can breathe with each step, while the horizon draws a soft, straight line behind her. Wind, light, timing, everything nods, yes. It reads like a memory you can step into. Which moment owned youthitide line stroll? The parasol laugh, the glitter drop turn, or that golden hour glance? Tell me below. I read every one. If this sun-kissed breakdown refreshed your summer mood, bored, hit like, share it with your crew, and subscribe so you never miss the next deep dive. Ring the bell for instant updates, more iconic glopes, more stealable style plays, and more proof that when proportion and poise lead, everything else follows.